Anyway, never mind my prattling on there. I fancy some Slay the Spire. Rinse out the taste of that disastrous weekly one-shot, so let's get going. Who will I play as? I don't know. Really like a random button, so I don't have to think. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ip dip, blue ship, sailing along the blue something. You are now it. Let's go Watcher. There is a countdown thing that goes ip dip, blue ship, but I can't remember it whatsoever. Right, Watcher, let's do this. Or let's not do this. I can win with you. Hell, I can win with all the characters. I have done so, but it's not easy. I'm certainly not good enough to streak this game. Plenty of elites to be had. If I want the spicy elite, I have to take a less than fortunate path unless I get early money. I do not get early money. I would never take Curse for max hit points, so that's out of the question. So it's Relic Upgrade or Random Boss Relic. I quite like Pure Water, so I don't think I want the Random Boss Relic. I think we'll just take a Common Relic and see where we go with that. It is Orichalcum, pretty good with the Watcher. That's like having a +1 energy relic for at least Act 1. Spares you spending a defend, you can focus more on the offense. So what do we do with this information? Yeah, an amazing starting... That's really a common relic? I am surprised. Right, what do we feel like doing? The Watcher can get by really well if she just hits things really hard. I think we're going to forgo the Spicy Elite, because we're forced into a shop if we want to go that path, and I don't want an early shop that's just wasted on my lack of money. So I think the correct course of action is to grab as many card rewards as I can, and then if we're feeling like taking on 2 elites in a row, we do that. If not, we wimp out, get an upgrade, and then take on an elite. And then we take on another elite, and then we skedaddle, either taking question marks or fights, I don't know which. Alright, we have all the information we need. Let's go. Great for forgetting about blocking. Well, here's a sad, sorry start. Got a very offensive pair of lice coming at me. And there's no sense letting Orichalcum do any of that, so I think it's just going to be Vigilance Defend and feel really bad about our start here. That's only defending 13 against 15 incoming. I'm not even doing anything about it. I could Miracle to take nothing. That might actually be worthwhile, because these guys buff themselves up. Although if I'm going to Miracle to take nothing, why don't I Miracle to set one up to die next turn? Nah, we're going to see Eruption with a couple of strikes. Potentially even all the strikes. So let's just take no damage and pray that that doesn't backfire. There we go, that works out pretty nicely, because what I can do is I can erupt all over you, and then, oh no, I'm going to be struck for nothing. Away you go. Now you die. Good choice, Bane, by me. Oh, no, we don't want that. We do not want that. There you go. Accidentally pressing console command there, where I've been playing around with different things, but we're not console kiddying our way through this. We are instead choosing early if we're going to make a pressure points deck. I'm not sure I'll ever make a pressure points deck. It's a card that only synergizes with itself, so if you don't see more of these, you're screwed. If enemies have Artifact, you're screwed. Follow-up is a nice free attack, but Cut Through Fate does the same damage whilst allowing me to scry and draw. Scrying is good. The upgrade isn't necessary, but it's certainly nice. Follow-up's upgrade is actually a lot of damage, 4 extra. Interesting. You made the pressure points deck when it mattered. What more is there to do? Yeah, that is true. I did pick it up early going, alright, let's build a pressure points deck. Never got another pressure points and killed the heart with it. A good call by me. Early Eruption is good here. Is it really that good, though? Cultist is a bit of a damage race. Only got my 3 strikes, my Cut Through Fate coming up. This could get a little ugly. Yeah, what the hell. Go and take it out. Okay. Well, it's not that okay. Can I kill you with this? 12, 12, and 14. That sounds like yes. That's how Watcher deals. She just keeps hitting things. Now, my Watcher runs tend to fail because I just focus on hitting things, but you do need some kind of block for the heart. So, oh, Wallop is block. Wallop is the best block card that Watcher has. Deal damage, gain block equal to the unblocked damage. That is delicious. I'm not even looking at the other 2 options. Give me that Wallop. Hello, Jawworm. You are mighty. And you're a mighty pain in my bum right now. I can defend for 10 or 6 and do some damage. Let's see what our cutting through fate is. It might even be wallop. Don't give me defense. Give me something else. Give me wallop! Alright, that's something. I can defend miracle wallop. It's a little difficult with the Jawworm. He is a big pain in the bum, so he is. And I just cleared out... Yeah, there's Eruption, Vigilance. So Vigilance could block, or Eruption Strike if I'm not taking damage. I don't know what to expect next turn. Eruption Strike could honestly kill next turn. Because I do 9 damage, 12 damage, 12 damage. That sounds pretty good. Especially if I wallop you right now, which is what I fully intend to do. But is that the right call? I'd gain 9 block. If I struck and struck, I'd be doing 12 damage and I still get 6 block. I could strike, miracle even. Wait, why would I even do that? I can't imagine why. Donk! Yeah, 9 and 12 is insufficient. Alright, I'll just take my 3 and carry on. What's he doing to me now? He's doing the 7, but yeah, I can just put an end to your vile machinations here and now, Jawworm. Taking 3 on Jawworm is perfectly acceptable. He's a terrifying force to behold. Because if you just brick your draw against him, the fight goes on and he keeps buffing up and dealing more damage whilst blocking himself. Crushed Joints, the only source of vulnerable that the Watcher has. I would probably be very wise to pick that up. Very wise to pick it up. Come to me. I'm starting to feel like I can take on these elites already. Let's hope things don't go terribly wrong for me. I could even... probably better just set up for a split next turn so I can be good and ready. So I want to deal 33 damage or so. Well, 6 and 6 and 6 are certainly not that. What about 8, 9, 9, 9? That's too much damage. I want to deal 33. Well, 999 is 27, and adding 8 is a bit too much. How much is it too much by? 999 is 27, with 8 is 35. I want to deal 33, so drop it down a bit. Alright, here's my brilliant idea. I'm going to strike you, miracle, crush your joints, strike you again. Now you're not going to split. You will instead do something to me. I don't know if that's frail or slime or what. Plucky Bald Man believes in me. Good. Oh, I did not get Eruption. I suppose it wasn't a given that I'd pick it up right now. That's a shame, because there's not terribly much that I can do against this hit. Unless I want to wait out for that Eruption. I could force a split, but the split could be very unpleasant for me. Oof, I don't like this. I'm only blocking 9, meaning I'm taking 9, or I hit you, but then I could have a tragic turn next turn. Why don't we postpone our problems? I'm going to hit you, force a terrible split, and see what comes of it. Still taking in more than I'd like. But I can do 9, 9, and 9 to just straight up kill you. Yeah, I can kill you with wall... Oh, wait, no I can't. Oh, crumbs. I have made a miscalculation of epic proportions. Kept thinking that my anger card would not cost me all of that. Okay, okay. Yeah, more than a little whoopsie. Well, what's a man to do? Eat that 14 like a chump. And now you could even say I have even worse problems because I can't kill you either. Alright, terrible, terrible mistakes have been made by me. Let's just hope we don't get too further punished. Here's what's going down. You're going to be made vulnerable. I'm going to erupt on you. I'm going to use my extra energy to hurt you plenty. There we go. Bottled Miracle, finally got a potion. It's 2 miracles, that's 2 energy really. Not sure I care about any of these cards. Just Lucky takes buffs kind of well, but it's just a bit of a nothing card. I think I'll just skip these. One more fight before I can take on the Elite. He's not spicy. Is it Eruption Wallop? I think it's Eruption Wallop. Domp. That gives me all the block to not take anything from Fungal Beast, and then I just kill the Fungal Beast. It's simple. Easy money, and another potion, Gambler's Brew. Rushdown. I have long underestimated this card. Whenever you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. Might never see it again. It is pretty damn good. Getting that draw when you kind of really want it. But I need to think more about my immediate concern. I haven't picked up much in the way of damage. Consecrate's AoE damage could be really useful for fighting sentries. Crescendo is really good for just hitting the anger when you need it. I think I'll still take Rushdown though. Do I think I can take on 2 elites back to back though? If it's Gremlinob, I should be pretty good at smothering him. If it's Lagavulin, I'm in a bit of trouble. If it's sentries, I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't feel very confident in taking on a bunch of them. I might just go for the 2 elites rather than 3. And then I score an early upgrade on probably Crushed Joints. Get the 2 turns of Vulnerable. Yeah, I think that's exactly how it's going down. No sense getting myself killed. Get that Crushed Joints upgraded. Again, we have very limited access to Vulnerable, so having a move that does that is all and well. Especially if I can do something against Gremlinob. This is, I suppose, an acceptable turn 1, but I'd rather have better. What else do you have for me, Cut Through Fate? Rushdown. I think I'll actually get Rushdown. Get that into play. Get striking you. Unfortunately now, if I use my miracles, he gets very, very angry. This is probably not the right play though, is it? Oh well. With a bit of luck I can get anger and Crushed Joints and all sorts on him. This is okay, because I can Miracle Crushed Joints wallop you. He'll get angry about it, but he's just going to have to cope with the situation. I want that vulnerable for the extra turn. I want to smack you really freaking hard. And I guess I want to strike as well. Probably should have Gambler Brewed to ensure that I get Eruption, but my idea next turn is that I erupt and kill. Ooh, I probably won't be able to. Not without some Bottled Miracle help. Can I even kill him here? 16, which goes up to 32, but we've got the Vuln. Alright, let's just see where we end up with this. Rar. There's our extra draw. Ah, one short. One short, huh? I guess we have to use the Bottled Miracle. And that was even the card that I upgraded, huh? How incredibly sad. Oh well. They're there to be used. Alright, Dreamcatcher, useless relic. Scrawl, definitely not a useless card. Empty Fist is nice as well, though. Could be really handy against Hexaghost. Scrawl is so damn good, though. Give me that Scrawl. We see the rare card, we should take the rare card. Triple Lice, these are ones that like to weaken you and such. Not full of good options on how to deal with you, because even if I erupt all over one of them and crush their joints to kill them, they're still going to cause me issues, and I think you weaken me, which is really bad news. So what do we do? Do I just scroll my hand full? I might miracle scroll and see what I have to work with, because what would help me out here? I wouldn't have the energy for walloping. However, just being angry and crushing joints would be sufficient to kill one of them. It's just I'd still be taking damage. How long will you go today? I don't know. Might just scroll and hopefully go vigilant. But that's not good. I can't really afford to let this fight go on and on, can I? Nor do I want to be weakened. If I rush down and erupt, I'm going to draw 2, but it's not going to be 2 useful cards, is it? I think the only reasonable thing to do here... Yeah, but I want the extra cards. I don't want to erupt and I only have 1 attack that I can play. Oh well, needs must, I suppose. Get out of here, one doing more damage, and Orichalcum blocks better than not Orichalcum. Do I want to draw cards for the hell of it? Not really. Let's just take our 6 and feel good about it. Don't feel good about the weakened, and I certainly don't feel good about this. I need to draw a really nice card right now, please. Wallop's a really nice card. Not when I'm weakened, it's not. However, it does give me the block that I need, so let's just be happy enough with that. Also, oh, I'm weakened, so never mind that. Good old Wallop, lovely block card. Ah, feels nice not to be playing that train game right now, that's for sure. Sash Whip, it's damage and it's weakened. Might go for that, just have the weakened option. Could be really good against a nasty turn against Hexaghost. Our Relic is a Molten Egg. All attacks are pre-upgraded. Unfortunately, we already picked up a whole bunch of attacks. Attack, 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 attack. Could have been pre-upgraded, but now everything that we do get will be. Means we can slacken off a bit in terms of upgrades. Which is good, because we only got 1 upgrade in this path. Maybe my pathing choice wasn't so great here, but I don't think my options were too great for this this whole run. Transform a card. Definitely transforming a defend. You don't like defends much on Watcher, especially when you have Orichalcum. So turn into something really good for me here. What would be really nice? Bowling Bash. Devotion. Ew, we don't like drawn out fights. Yeah, not a fan of that. I don't think Devotion is an A20 card, but oh well, might have preferred to have the defend over that, really. Right, what do you want to do with me, other than cause me a lot of mischief? 11 incoming. Eruption not at a good time. I don't think I can straight up kill you by erupting, because it's just 9, 14, 12. 14 and 12's 26, and 9's 30, not enough. I don't think we're Gambler Brew bad here, but I don't have any block cards. Crushing your joints offers me an interesting option, though. Not interesting enough, but I think I will still crush your joints. Keep you vulnerable enough to take some nice extra damage. Do I want to use Essence of Steel? It's not a very good potion. Right now it will block for the full 4. And then I'll only take 1. Might save me if the next turn doesn't go well. What is next turn anyway? Nah, you're dead next turn. Do I want to save 4 health by using this? I think I do. Let's do it. It does go together with Orichalcum. It would be horrible if it just broke Orichalcum. Oof. Almost bricked this draw, but Scrawl will help us. Thank you, Scrawl. Thank you, Wallop. Goodbye, Looter. Get our money back. Get our Liquid Bronze replacement potion. Pretty good against Hexaghost. Consecrate, pre-upgraded. It's not a great card, but it's better than the alternatives, so I'll take it. Some AoE, because there's a 50% chance we're fighting the sentries right now. We are fighting the sentries. Ugh. Ugh. I might actually take Devotion. Let's see what our Cutting Through Fate gives us to begin with, though. Vigilance. I might want that next turn. Might just focus defending next turn. Wait, that's this turn. Ah, crumbs. I forgot that I draw with Cut Through Fate. Still think I want it. Will I play Devotion? This fight is likely to go on long enough for Devotion to actually help out, but what's more likely is that I can Miracle into Anger and kill some sentries. I think I'll still play Devotion, though. I'm gonna regret this. One thing you don't get out of being in Divinity form is draw, though. Although I guess that's what I have Scroll for, but Scroll exhausts. So this is what I was afraid of, the temptation to erupt and consecrate and do whatever is high, but I guess I'll have 5 energy for this. But then I would take 20 off of you. The question is, can I kill you, Sentry? I'd be doing 9, 20, and 16. That actually does work out. It might be worth doing. The sooner these guys are dead, the happier I am. Although and Wallop should actually get me out of next turn's bad news, so let's give it a go. Shunk. Crush those joints, crush them good. Actually, I'm left with extra energy. Why don't I scroll instead? That Wallop could really help me out instead. Poor decisions were made. How do I get out of this poor decision I've made for myself? See, I only get block accordingly the amount of damage that I deal, so I'm only getting 9 block out of this. Would have liked more. I don't think I have a way to kill the 2 of you. Nah, bad decisions were made. I should have erupted on you, but I hadn't even considered using Scroll at that point. Oh well. Thump. Cut for Consecrate. I don't think it was there. Oh, golly gosh, this is unfortunate. This is Gambler's Brew unfortunate. Kashunk, and let's just barely keep the hope alive. Do I want the Vigilance? Not with a strike and pretty much anything else coming. I'll be fine. Okay, good. I needed anything that attacked along with that strike. Took a lot of damage here. That's no bad thing against Hexaghost. Hexaghost hurts you more the more health you have coming into the fight. Every time you play 3 attacks, gain Dexterity. A replacement potion, meaning the Gambler's Brew usage was a good one. Foreign Influence is tempting. Deus Ex Machina is energy. Retainable energy on top of that. I will take Deus Ex Machina. Do I want card rewards or do I want events? Haven't seen many events, so let's change that. Oh, the event is a fight. Thank you, game. Orichalcum blocks all of this, however... Yeah, my main however is I got no other damage to deal here. There's nothing to do. What I could do is erupt Miracle Vigilance. It's not good, but it's at least dealing a bit of damage to that fungal beast, and that fungal beast needs to die soon. Shouldn't be too hard to kill it next turn, but this is a little... well, it's very sad as turns go. At least you get to be vulnerable, although that makes no real difference, does it? I can just... let me think, 8 and 6 is just shy of killing you, so I do need to crush your joints. Unfortunately, I become the vulnerable one. But what I can do is kill you, weaken you, and now I take A delicious 0 damage, and then we just straight up kill the fungal beast, which should spend this turn buffing, and it does. I'm not angry enough. Can I get a little angrier, please? Scroll will surely find some anger for me. Come on, I'm mad as hell. There we go. Erupt and just put an end to them. Much better. Sash Whip, but upgraded. Too weak on using it. I don't like Wave the Hand. I don't particularly like Sanctity, do I? If the last card played this combat was a skill, draw 2. So it's a defend that draws 2. Maybe that's better than I give it credit for. I might end up with a hard time doing... Ugh, but block 6 is just worse, thanks to Orichalcum. Might take the Sash Whip. It's damage and it's block, and it's got a plus on it. Oh boy. Gouged and trampled. I believe that indicates Gremlinob has been here, so let's be confident in fighting Gremlinob. Take the gold, take the Gremlinob. Alright. Unfortunate looking stuff here. And I don't have draw to come with it. Well, I want to play a skill so I can crush your joints, that's for sure. But I don't want a miracle, not now. I want a miracle for later. I could defend, crush joints, strike, consecrate. I think that's the best thing that I can do. Yeah, because I don't need energy for consecrate, and I don't plan on playing devotion here. A bit sad, but let's do it. Get that Vuln going, start smacking and smacking. Some potentially welcome dexterity for the fight. Now we just need to kill him really fast. Does this look really fast to you? Because it doesn't to me. I might be using this attack potion. Currently I can do 13 and 18 for 31. I need something that's going to do about 30 damage to this guy. 15 base. Well, gets angrily as well. Anyway, attack potion, save me. You can block, so you can kill him next turn. Where'd that 14 block come from? Oh, I got the Horn Cleat off of this guy. You're right. No need to use my attack potion. I'll still take a bit of damage. But yeah, I can Erupt Strike. He's coming in with 16 and I block. Okay, I'll take 2. I'll take 2 on that to save my attack potion. He won't be Vuln next turn, but I'll be angry, so surely that's a nice trade. Wallop, do your job. Wallop does that, Sash Whip does that. Alright, yeah, you're very dead. Goodbye. Nicely done. Additional gold, additional card reward. I like Third Eye, but I like Tantrum. Ooh, that's a difficult choice. Third Eye does not have a plus on it, but I have not been collecting any block other than Wallop. But Tantrum's so good, how can I not take Tantrum? Right, resting before Hexaghost is a bit of a foolish endeavor, I would dare to say. Scroll being free? Now that is not foolish. Wallop blocking and damaging more, also not foolish. It's a tough call between Scroll and Wallop. Scroll gets me to the walloping faster and easier. Wallop wallops faster and easier. Those are my 2 go-to upgrades right now. No, it's not Rushdown. I get that Wallop. If my 4-year-old has taught me anything, it's that Tantrum is always the answer. Well, it's always her answer, right? Her, his, what does it matter? They're practically potted plants at that age. I can get Rushdown down nice and early, and then I can crush your joints for next turn, and then hopefully, upon hopefully, I draw Wallop plus next turn, because I need to block what's coming my way. That defense is kind of wasted, but I really want to crush your joints. Alright, it's time for the damage race. I will drink the Liquid Thorns ahead of time, because I want that extra damage hitting Hexaghost when it does its multi-attack. Oh, that's right, we've got Horned Cleat to save us here. Tantrum would make us take an additional 12 though, which might not be the world's best idea. But I do need to get that damage going. Also draw 2. I might even draw one of my Sash Whips to delete what's coming in my way. I can also draw again with Cut Through Fate. I'm going to take the risk on throwing a Tantrum here. Hey, we get Wallop, that's just as good. And we get extra energy that we retain. That's extra good. That's a very good Wallop. Now let's keep on walloping our way through. Do I want to continue to hurt you more while the going is good? I'm angry and you are vulnerable, so absolutely. Let's deal the damage whilst it's going good. Let us Cut Through Fate. Consecrate is free. I don't need that Eruption. It's just kind of an expensive attack right now. Do I want to do even more to you? Because I can Miracle and Strike for another additional bunch of damage. I think I will. Thump. Do I want to get rid of Devotion and stop seeing it all the time? I actually think I might. There we go. Alright, alright. Now we're down to something somewhat normal. So I could just strike Sash Whip. I could just strike Sash Whip. Screw your 6 incoming damage. I need you to be taking the hit, taking the heat. Do I look afraid of you? Then again, staying angry could hurt me. Could hurt me plenty. There we go, that makes me feel a lot better. The double weakness. In he comes with 18. Oh, hang on, 18 kills me, but let's not worry about that. Let's instead keep him as weak as possible. As weak as possible. Tantrum also returns to the hand. Alright. 18 coming in with 18 health. Let's not fear it. Instead, let's focus on putting an end to your vile machinations, Hexaghost. There we go. 5 more health necessary. Replacement potion. Doing really good on the potion timings. And a rare card to be had. It could be Devaform. It's a bit of a dead draw, but it's such an answer to this game. Brilliance is only good for those long drawn-out fights. Another Scrawl isn't that bad, but I think I might have to say yes to Devaform. Now, I do want some additional energy so I can even play the Devaform to begin with. What do we get? Ooh, some risky biscuits is what we get. Black Star to make lots and lots of relics out of elites. Slaver's Collar to make us better at elite and boss fights. Or Coffee Dripper, we're all round better, but we may never again rest. We have no way of sustaining ourselves. So Coffee Dripper is an extremely dangerous choice. Slave's Collar might not be too bad. Black Star could be 8 relics. Yeah, but that requires me taking on those very scary Act 2 elites. We've become a lot less scary with Horn Cleat, at least. Yeah, it really wants us fighting those elites, huh? I feel quite energy starved, even though I have Deus Ex Machina, my starting energy. I'll still take the Black Star, though. Let's get creative. Yeah, I do often say I need to get better at fighting Act 2 elites, but I think it's just, the long and short of it is Act 2 elites are terrifying. What are our elite options, anyway? We could fight 3 elites. I like Act 2 events as well, so I might go this way. Take the elite, take the rest or upgrade, take the elite. Oh, but I really need a shop. Where are all the shops at? 2 at the bottom, 1 towards the end there. I'd rather get an earlier shop. Ugh, you know what that's pathing me right into? El Spiso. Alright, could be a slight chance that we do not want to take on Spicy. 2 shops, huh? Well, there's no way I'm skipping the early shops, so we're somewhat forced into this. Let's do it. Stabby Book is scary, but Three Stooges is no biggie. You think the Three Stooges is no biggie? The thing is, they all attack all the time. It can feel really hard to... Ooh, right, this is kind of a free Deva form, isn't it? Although this guy, he hits pretty hard. Although he's not hitting very hard right now. Unblocked damage though, so you are a hard counter to my walloping ways. Artifact counters my crush joints and my sash whip. You're just all round a good counter against me, aren't you? In that case, let's prepare ourselves with some vigilance and some rush down. And I guess I'll try denting my way through your block right now. I wanted the rush down so I can get some draw. I'm going to need some draw here. That said though, you're coming in with the pain train against me, and I have no real block. Yeesh. I don't want to go angry against you right now, it's just bad news for me. Yeah, I'm in for a bad time here. I can already feel it. When I get my scroll, I'm in for a relatively good time, but where is my scroll? I threw it away early. Do our way with your artifact. Maybe I actually should have erupted, because I might have found something here that would help me through with that. No, I don't. Well, maybe. Anyway, let's eat yet more damage. Right, I gotta put an end to you now. But do I have a way to do so? I'm not so sure. No, because you got yourself some extra stuff, huh? Deva form is very bad. You can't afford to waste an entire turn versus elites. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing it as a dead draw until I'm in the very important later fights. Eesh, that's pretty rough. At least I can get some block, but this guy is having his way with me. Terrible fight. Terrible. There was probably a better way of playing that, but I didn't do it. Fairy in a bottle. Oof. Get out of here, Blessing. Come here, Fairy. Carve reality with a smite? Yes, I will. Smite retains. Normally I wouldn't consider that card so much. Ooh, how about apparitions? They can also feel like dead draws, but they can really get you out of bad times when you are in angry form, and I'd already lost the hit points, so the minus max HP doesn't feel so bad. Might be able to take on the Spicy Elite with that then. I can also say haha to your initial horrible attack. So I think it is Apparition, Eruption, Miracle, Carve Reality. Might have even considered using an attack potion there. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad I got my horned cleat here. I'm frail as well, but this thing's barely give any block to begin with. Maybe I should just attack potion. Good chance I can kill you outright. Flying Sleeves is 4 damage, 5 damage, 7 damage. Ooh, jeez, this is some awful options. Terrible options. I think Flying Sleeves is the best I have here, and it's not good. Gets rid of a little bit of that, though, and that allows me to block for slightly more, but yeah, things not going well. Wow, okay. Certainly want to Apparish, hit you with the sash. I think I did that the wrong way around. The sash would have made you something something. Thank you, Orichalcum. Alright, let's put an end to this thing. Whew. Stance Potion, again a replacement potion at a good time. Flurry of Blows, we don't do a lot of stance dancing, so I'm not taken with you, although I do like the plus on it, and the fact that you're free. And you couple quite well with the kunai. I think I'll take it. Okay, shop, I need to be bailed out here. You got Lee's Waffle on you? You do not. You do, however, have Orrery, and you have Bottled Lightning. You also got Wreath of Flame that works really well with Tantrum on sale. I need to get rid of some of these defends for sure. Do I want Orrery? 5 cards. It's really nice. Yeah, my deck feels really rather weak at the moment though. Bit of extra strength tends to go a long way on the Watcher. And I can get 2 relics. Don't think I'd buy Bottled Lightning. Does Lightning with Intangible work well? It does work, but whether or not you'd say it works well, I don't know. Orichalcum is pronounced with a hard C. I have heard it said as Orichalcum. I don't like that. I think it should be a soft C, Orichalcum. So that's what I say. Battle Hymn is an okay card. No, it's not. It doesn't do anything on the turn you play it, and the smites that you get also are unupgraded and cost 1, so I'm not sold on them. Gosh, this is rough. I quite like Windmill Strike, and it is pre-upgraded. Might actually take Vajra Windmill Strike, just to get some damage going. How about Wreath of Flame, though? It's good with Tantrum, but it's not really good with anything else that I have, and it's also... You know, it costs, you need to draw it. Yeah, I think that'll have to do me, unfortunately. I'm not feeling very strong right now, certainly not feeling Spicy Elite strong. Might not get that far against this thing. Although, look at that setup. Apparition, 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 Miracle, Crush the Joints. I got 2 whole turns of Intangibility. I would love to turn Angry right now. Not an option currently. How about we also make you weak, and I'll carve your reality. Could smite you whilst the going is good, but I won't, I don't think. Okay, not terrible. Where'd that extra energy come from? Oh well. I got Deus Ex Machina, I'll just strike you for now. Plan to go angry, let's get that eruption. That's not eruption. Where's my erupting? Okay, I'll have to trust that I'm going to be erupting all over you next turn. Also, I'm weakened. I'm not going to smite right now. Alright, come on, big erupt time this turn. With, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Get very angry. Smack, and boom. Secret Elite, that guy. Bowling Bash is here with a plus on it. Yes! Oh, I believe in you so much, Bowling Bash. That's really good for the multi-elite fights. Do we now feel like the Spicy Elite? We have Fairy in a Bottle and a Stance Potion. I think I'll take you on. Uh-oh. Oh god, it's plus Strength, Book of Stabbing. Probably the most frightening option. Immediately has Deadly on me. Oh god. Oh golly gosh, I don't even have an attack to hit you to Sash Whip you. Yeah, this is probably the single worst Spicy Elite in the whole game, plus Strength, Book of Stabbing. Because he scales up his number of attacks and the damage that he does, so you really don't want to see him get extra damage on all those attacks. Ah, jeez. What do I even do? I don't even have an attack other than Windmill Strike to hit you to make you weak. So do I Windmill Strike Sash Whip you? That feels like such a waste. It is a waste, but what can I even do? I need this guy weakened or else I'm dead. There we go. Now he only has barely Deadly on me. Do I rush down? I don't think it's worth the miracle at this point. I'll do it anyway. Ouch, thanks for 2 wounds. And he attacks every turn, that makes life even worse. He counters Bowling Bash because he's only singular. 1 out of 3 elites is singular on Act 2, and that's him. Well, this is looking quite bad. Still looking quite bad. Let's keep that weakness flowing, although it doesn't matter, does it? No, it doesn't. Because Apparition's going to reduce you to diddly. No Apparition, no living. Just get this out of my hand. Oh, it's getting worse before it gets better. I swear I had attack cards somewhere. Next turn's going to be pretty biblical. As long as I get that scroll going. Deus Ex Machina, Eruption, I've already got... Okay, okay. Hopefully I can kill you next turn. That is the hope that I have right now. Because I've got to Apparition through this. Big temptation to Vigilance. So that next turn when I Erupt I get 2 extra energy for doing all of this stuff. Yeah, these strikes are bleh. What I need right now is to bank some energy for next turn. Oh, hey, Flurry of Blows. Donk. Alright, alright. The shoe is now firmly on the other foot. Although you might notice that I didn't draw Deus Ex Machina or Scroll. I need both of them. So I have to hope that my stance change gets me these 2 and not Cut Through Fate. That's a 1 in 3. So we are going to Erupt. Actually, I might prefer to Tantrum than Erupt. Well, I'd probably want to do both, wouldn't I? But I need to think about my energy. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not even counting the scrolling. I think I'll Tantrum out of this. Ba-ba-bang. Ah, we did draw Cut Through Fate, but Cut Through Fate will draw the other card that I need. Really want to crush your joints. Do I have a skill at all? I will when I cut through your fate. Oh god, Tantrum went back into the draw. Can't afford Tantrum. I need Deus Ex Machina right now. Thank you. Thank you as well. Alright, now we've got this. Get the hell out of here. Blomp! Whew, scary fight. But hey, thanks to Black Star, we get 2 amazing relics. They are the Damaru. At the start of your turn, gain 1 mantra. Okay, so if we last for 10 turns, Damaru does something. Captain's Wheel is a different story altogether. 18 block on turn 3. We got 2/3 of a boat. Now we just need to find the other piece. We've got the Emerald Key, another Rushdown, another Tantrum. Double Rushdown is a strategy in and itself. I could pivot into stance changing if I was really good. I think I might. That's really tempting. Yeah, let's go for it. Not feeling very alive right now, and now we step up to, statistically speaking, the most deadly fight in the game. And I don't like what I see. At all. Eruption, Bowling Bash, Miracle, Apparition. It's a shame not to use my my scroll. The zone of contamination of fights. I like that. Could use my stance potion if I feel like I'm in a really bad spot, but stance potion's really good. Might need it for the elite. Let's take a chance, shall we? Good damage on that, at least. And thank God for Orichalcum, because these little bits of damage would really add up for my mostly dead Watcher. Good, you're buffing up. Now I just need to kill you. Just need to kill you, but with what? Damn, my dead draw Deva form. just shy of the kill. Absolute tragedy. Well, adding 3 block would only bring me up to 17 and I'd still die, so no point doing that. Goodbye, fairy. Thank you for the heal, Shelled Parasite. Now I'm in trouble. Well, I'm in less trouble thanks to Apparition. Let me change your reality. Yes. Alright, shame to lose the fairy, but hey, think of it as gaining a potion slot. 3rd rushdown? I don't think so. But it would be a strategy in and itself. If I could just find Mummified Hand, holy moly, these rushdowns would be something incredible. I will believe, but I'm getting a lot of dead draw here, and that's going to punish me approximately now. Jesus, this is bad. Bat guy needs to die. Vigilance will get me that back. And bank some energy for next turn. Do I scroll? I don't think so, but I'm not liking the turn 1 scrolls that I'm getting, because I need to spend my energy setting up. Alright, at least I got Windmill Strike. It hurts. It still hurts. Oh god, I think this is deader than dead. Rushdown, stance potion, murder. Wrath. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will draw me 4 cards to bring me a full hand. And I've already drawn Deus Ex Machina, so that's not going to be a problem. Oof, this could be a problem though. It's alright, it's alright. Don't even worry. I didn't get what I was hoping for, but I got other things, including Wallop. So that'll get me some much needed defense. Wallop doing 26, strike to finish you off. Do I have a better number than that? So I want to do full damage with the Wallop, sure, but I don't want to do any overkill when I can avoid doing overkill. 8 and 8 is 16, times 2 is 32. I think it is just Wallop strike on you. Now, blue guy needs to die. Okay. 14, I'm a little shy in killing him unless I double Miracle. Do I want to double Miracle? That leaves me with very little to take on Taskmaster. Seems like a waste. Because I could kill you with Consecrate, surely. And surely Consecrate's coming. And he's not... Oh, but he's doing something to me. I don't know if that's weakening or frailing or what, but whatever it is, let's just not see it. I wish I had that mod that showed you what attacks enemies do and what their attack patterns are. Some people might consider that a bit unsporting, though. Alright, I should just be able to kill you, right? 42 and 18 is 60 perfectly. Get out of here. Scary. Scary fight, but we're richly rewarded thanks to Black Star with Bag of Marbles. Turn 1 vulnerable means turn 1 killing. Duvu Doll means +1 strength thanks to Ascender's Bane. Replacement potion, and it's an amazing potion. And hey, there's Wish. Great for infinites, which we don't have. Unfortunately, these aren't very good, so skip. Wish is too expensive to reasonably play. Probably going to get a much needed rest here, however resting has been severely gimped due to apparitions. So I might just have to wing it. Come on, something for sustenance. Meat on bone, please. Ew. Strike dummy. Although Windmill Strike has strike in the name. I might take it. I'm too desperate not to take any extra strength where I can get it, so I think I have to take it. Sure, I might have to forfeit a much better relic later on, but I'm not going to get to that later relic if I don't boost myself up with anything I can right now. I got some heavy cards, so Snecko is a welcome thing to see. Flurry your blows, sash your whips, bowl your bash, and bring it on. Get confused? How about 0-cost Devaform? No, but 1-cost Consecrate and 3-cost Wallop? Ew. Not nice. I'll take the 1-cost Vigilance, though. My Flurry of Blows continues to be free, so hard to argue with that. Would I rather Consecrate or Cut Through Fate? I wouldn't rather Wallop, I already have full block. I think it's better to Cut Through Fate and see what's coming my way. I should probably Erupt. I need to kill Snecko as soon as possible. Which means don't get rid of the Strike. Strike dummy, remember? They're a lot better. Ooh, 1-cost Eruption. Very welcome. Gives me energy, gives me Flurry of Blows, gives me everything I need to put an end to your vile machinations. I never play Signature Move, and I don't think I'll take it. 40 damage for 2 cost is pretty good. That's 80 when you're angry. But how often do I have no other attacks and still 2 energy to play? The answer is not often. Prostrate with an R. Ugh, I still don't like my Devotion card. I do not see the use of this card on A20. You'd have to have some kind of super block delay build with Watcher. Don't know what that would look like. I don't think Consecrate. My hand is too huge already. It's the clash of this character, and it's even worse because it costs 2. Precisely. It's bricked by so many things. Resting only gives me 10 health, but it does give me a card reward. Might genuinely be considerable because I'm about to die. Don't like Conclude. Do like Foresight. I like Foresight a lot. Yeah, it's like 3 extra draw, so how can I say no to Foresight? Conclude ends my turn, so that's a no. Prostrate and Damaru is playable, but Devotion is crap. It certainly is. Right, what are we looking at here? Probably Vigilance Crush Joints to keep Centurion off my back. Wait, not Crush Joints, Sash Whip. But maybe Vigilance... let me think. I haven't played an attack. Ah, no, I know. Vigilance. Crush your joints to maintain the vulnerable. And then... Oh, no, that was a mistake, because I need to Miracle to do the Sash Whip. I wanted to hit you with Weak. That was a complete misplay. I was meant to Miracle first and redo that, then you'd be weak and I wouldn't be taking all this damage, but I misplayed. Well, it's going to happen someday. Just get my Rushdown and Foresight in play. Cut through your fate and see what's coming. Hopefully it is something I can put... Yeah, actually, you know what? Take that Rushdown. Block this incoming. You'll probably waste a turn trying to heal. I have 18 block. And I should be able to kill you because you're vulnerable. So if I just throw those away... And then I Erupt all over you. Gain some extra energy. Gain a ton of draw. Put a complete end to you. And then start putting an end to you. Complete end to you. Nice. Shame I took the 6 damage there. Complete misplay on my part, but... misplays happen. Gotta roll with them. Another Bowling Bash, another Crush Joints, another Flurry of Blows. I'm really keen on transitioning into... fighting the Collector, huh? Transitioning into stance changing, but I just haven't been finding stance changing cards since I turned them all down in Act 1. Collector says take Bowling Bash, so let's take Bowling Bash. Do I take another Elite? It's either going to be Book of Stabbing again, or it's going to be Gremlin Leader. Let's take it and pray that it's Gremlin Leader. If it's Book of Stabbing, we're probably dead. Oh, it's Gremlin Leader. Sometimes you can get this guy out in turn 1. Especially when you're blessed with Eruption Bowling Bash. Fat Gremlin is an unfortunate thing to see here. But imagine Eruption Dupe Potion Bowling Bash. What's that going to be? 12, 12, and 12. Times 2 times 2. 12, 12, and 12 is 36. Times 2 is 70 something. Times 2 is 100 and something. Alright, well, Gremlin Leader, I think it's time for you to... plus vulnerability. So 36 times 3. God, do I even need the dupe potion? Alright, come to me, calculator. Let's make a decision here. So 36 times 3 is 108. Plus 33 is a very, very dead and potion-sparing gremlin... leader. Just hit things hard, that's how you win as Watcher. And with that, we have completed 1, 2... okay, I think that's actually 3 elites in Act 2. Including the spicy one. Have I overcome my fear? And we have a whole boat! Alright, we have free block on turn 1, 2, and 3. Toy Ornithopter is finally some sustenance. I think I get rid of skill pot in favour of a second dupe pot. Dupe the dupe pot. How about another bowling bash? That thing kind of falls off towards the end of the game, but... Crescendo's stance changing, but that's not the stance changing I need. I already have Tantrum and Eruption. What I need is more Calm. However, Crescendo does retain, but I don't have the draw to be drawing this kind of thing just to hold on to it. Might take another Bowling Bash, especially with Collector coming up. That's a lot of Bowling Bashing going on. Lee's Waffle? No Lee's Waffle, but we do get a Potion Belt. Can't take the Potion Belt with the Cauldron. Quite like Sands of Time. Quite like Card Remove. I can afford Card Remove with Potion Belt, but that doesn't get me through the Collector. Could get Card Remove Sands of Time. We just hold on to Sands of Time, it becomes free and a big way to destroy the Collector. Potion Belt with our toy, it's a good pairing. It is a good pairing. But it doesn't strengthen me for the Collector fight, which I am notably not very powerful for. What about Potion Belt with a potion? I could even afford Potion Belt, Potion, and Sands of Time. None of these potions are very good, though. Not for the upcoming fight. Certainly not Explosive Potion. Skill Potion feels like a poor choice. Does exiting stance count as changing stance for the purpose of Flurry of Blows and Rushdown? Oh, Rushdown is specifically a Wrath. But what about Flurry of Blows? Apparently yes. Okay. Okay. I could Empty Mind. I just don't like the fact that it's just draw 2 cards. Empty Fist is a lot better. I think it's more that we should set up for killing the Collector with one big nasty attack. But Collector does a really big nasty debuff, 5 turns of Vuln, Frail, and something else when she says, "You are mine." Very difficult choice here. Love Sands of Time with a plus on it. But then it's Potion Belt or Card Removal. Hold on, but couldn't I get all 3 together? Sands of Time, Potion Belt, Skill Potion. The die is cast. Might even rest for the 10 extra health. I'm not desperate for upgrades because our attacks have been pre-upgraded for us. So I think I'll take a rest and another potential card reward. Foreign Influence Plus! Yeah! Because they're attacks, and I believe... Oh, I actually don't know if Molten Egg works with this. But we're about to find out. I just like Foreign Influence, like the randomness. Okay, turn 1 Deviform against the Collector. Incredibly tempting. So tempting that we're going to do it, and we're going to Miracle our Foresight. That's a very good setup. Already wish I had dupe potted on one of those powers. Probably not Deviform, probably the Scrying one. I got too excited there and didn't even consider my potions. Poor choice by me. Alright, you brought out your little minions. I want all of these things. But only if I get an apparition here. I did not get an apparition here. Cut Through Fate might get me an apparition. It's a bit risky though. Ooh, it gives me a Bowling Bash, which I also want. I've got 14 block going for me though. Could take out little torch-heady buggers on this turn. Could wallop my way to glory. But I don't think it's Tantrum turn, or else the Collector's going to have me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even though Tantrum will make Wallop hurt a lot harder. Oh man, but I could weaken the Collector with a Sash Whip. This is troublesome. I want to do everything. Bowling Bash will kill that Torch Head. So maybe I weaken you. Weaken the Collector for just this turn? Oh, that's not a lot of weaken, is it? Whatever I do, I shouldn't Tantrum. Unless... should never go the unless trick, but... What if we do... okay, hold on. Calculator. What if we do 12 times 3 times 2 times 2? It's 144 damage onto the Collector. Unfortunately, then I'm dead. Very dead. So it's not the clever thing. If you kill Torch Head and Wallop with no stance, you're full block. Yeah, full block's probably the clever thing to do. One turn of weakness does not make up for that. Plus that's 14 block for full. Alright. So, much as I'd like to make my way on the Collector right now, there will be future opportunities to do that. Let's just get this going for now. Donk. There we go. Hey, it's meant to be, right? Perfect full block. There's my apparition, and I don't need it. So we're going to save it for later. Will I draw the Bane just to get rid of it? Yeah, I will. Hey, double rush down. Cool. 2 weak on the Collector? I don't know about that. What about Scrawl? I only have 2 energy, but it will likely get me other good cards. Yeah, I know I still have a dupe pot. Holding on to that for a moment when it's really needed. A single strike will kill you if I Sash Whip you, but I'd rather have the Collector weakened for if Collector goes for a big attack next. Plus I have full block in this thing anyway, so let's give the Collector what's for. Scrawl. Oh man, if I get Deus Ex Machina, they're going to be thrown into here, I think, so maybe not a good idea. But I hate to waste the energy. I also hate to draw cards that I then can't put to good use. Do it anyway. Aha, we actually did get 1 miracle. I don't know how the ordering of that works, but there it is. How about 2 vulnerable on the Collector? That apparition is going away, but that's okay. I've already got full block. That Torchhead does need to die eventually. Could miracle the bowling bash on Collector, but I think not. What's coming next turn anyway? No anger. Apparition is there though. Bunch of things are there, huh? No, there's no more setup to be done, so let's hold on to the miracle. There we go, they're not attacking me, so I don't need Apparition. Let's throw Apparition away, get the Windmill Strike at the ready. That means I actually have still got 2 Apparitions ready for when I'm in the big Collector-related trouble. Cost 0 this turn, huh? What are you made of? Fiend Fire? Damn, if only I had stuff that I wanted to burn in my hand right now. Weave is pretty cool. Whenever you scry, and we scry every turn. Give me that weave. It's always free as well. Yeah, you're just shy of dying, aren't you? Ah, but Carve Reality puts a good end to you. Give me that smite. We'll hold on to the smite, the Windmill Strike, the Sands of Time. This is pretty good. Get out of my hand. You also get out of my hand just to give me some kunai. Sucks to not use your vulnerability, but I'm hoping next turn you summon rather than put a miserable end to me. And if you do attack me, I hope I get my Apparition. You don't attack. You're not even resummoning. Alright, that's a good turn for setup. I might even take Devotion. And trust me, that doesn't happen often. Might be a good idea even to Erupt. Just start getting the damage dealt on Collector, because you're likely to summon next turn, and if you don't, I'm likely to get Apparition. I also draw 6 for getting angry, so perhaps I'll even defend and miracle to free up my hand a bit. Not a great hand, but... and there's no crushed joints here, which is also bad, but... needs must. Cut through fate to draw. Funnily enough, the strikes are more thanks to Strike Dummy. I would have wanted that Apparition next turn. Okay, away you go, give me something else. Carve Reality for another smite. Next turn's going to be a big one at this rate. Damn, you are attacking, but not so damn. Look at that Apparition right on time. Alright, so instead of taking all of the damage, let's take none of the damage. By playing a skill, I'll be able to crush your joints and make you vulnerable, and now we try and do everything we can to murderize you. Bash you with the bowling, flurry you with the blows, smite you, smite you. Now hold on to these, or do I destroy you while the going is good? I think sometimes the answer just comes to me. Get out of here, Collector. Brilliant fight. Truly brilliant. Didn't even need to use those potions. Conjure Blade with Devaform, you say? Establishment, you say? You know, establishing with Smite suddenly becomes quite good. Alpha is not what this deck is about. We're good on setup, and actually the fact that we have Orichalcum and 3 parts of a boat means that we're really good for setup. I just need more draw. A lot more draw. I don't think we have enough things to retain to make Establishment worth it. Plus the cost reduction when we already have Devaform, not so hot. Conjure Blade, on the other hand, is an endgame solution. Deal 18 damage X times. Is Alpha ever what a deck is about? Alpha can be really cool, but I don't think we're cool enough for Alpha. Do we really want Conjure Blade? You gotta get 2 draw, and you spend a lot of energy to make 1 big attack. I don't think any of these are what we want. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Get away. Snecko Eye. Oh boy. We have Eruption, Vigilance, Wallop, Devaform, Windmill Strike, Sands of Time. And it solves my draw problem. Come to me, Snecko. People say the only wins I get are Snecko Eye wins, but just gotta get really good. It's gotta be good enough to get that snack. Alright, what are we looking at here? I already took on the Spicy Elite, so I am not forced to do another one. I'm more interested in rest sites for some upgrade upping. Although the Black Star Relic also says crush some elites. This path is only getting me two elites are fine. What about a shop? This path has no shopping for me. I like Act 3 events, let's go for that. Could I take a diversion that sees me through to a shop? Not without sacrificing 1, 2, 3, 4 rest sites. That's a lot of rest sites for a lot of upgrades. And I guess we're saving our dosh for an Act 4 shop then, if we get that far. My lose lobby is looking worse all the time. Devafor and Snecko is just how Jake wins. Not when things end up costing a whole lot more than I'd like. Although that's a nice zero cost defend. That makes Crush Joints immediately work quite well. And hey, Crush Joints is free as well. Rush down for even more draw. I think I'll rush down Bowling Bash. That way when I do get angry there should be a lot of damage going to that poor Orb Walker. Could Miracle for Scrawl, but I don't think it's worth it. Hold on to the Miracles for now. We've got more more boat bits to make up for you. Also got Apparition if the need arises, and it might arise. Look at these costs! Disgusting. I think I'll Tantrum Apparition just so that I have you ready to die next turn. Oh right, my hand was full. How foolish of me. Not that that matters, because Miracle, 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 dead. Battle Hymn Plus. Innate Smites. Now I kind of wish I'd taken Establishment, but I didn't. A retainable 16 block that costs 2 with Snecko Eye? That's a yes. Study is a hell no. Those insights are good when they're free, but not when you're Sneckoed. Protect Plus is pretty good though. Wait, what? What happened to your hand? What are you talking about, Battle Unit? What do you mean, what happened to my hand? It's as good as I left it. Dare I tantrum with the idea of killing you as soon as possible? 7, 7, 7, 7. That's 28, 38, 48, 50 something. I can Tantrum, Sash, Whip, Miracle, Strike and put an end to you, but the question is, do I want to? I already pretty much full block you. It'd be better to just balance out some damage between the other guys. A good old Tantrum to Consecrate and put an end to these. Yeah, better take out the ones that are buffing up, surely. Don't like 2 cost in that Tantrum, though. Also don't like the fact that Tantruming makes this come in with extra damage, even if I do weaken you. Maybe it's just Strike, Sash, Whip, Rush down, as sad as that might sound. And it does sound sad, but... Believe. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is where things get a little ugly, don't they? Should have targeted the end guy, because the middle guy never multi-attacks, and now I'm looking at a bit of a problem. At least Vigilance is free. Oh boy, this is a pretty rough turn, isn't it? Starting to really think I should have gone more on the offense last time, because this is going to hurt. What do I have to get myself out of this grim situation? Not much. Not much at all. Energy card costs 3 energy, 10. It's at 11 by 2 guys is a big problem, but if I could at least reduce the incoming damage by 12 by taking you out, that's something. 28, 38, 39. Holy smokes, this isn't very good. I need a good skill to bail me out of here, but I don't want to use a potion because it heals me for 5. And I only need 2 of that right now. What skill could get me out of this anyway? You know what? Cut Through Fate could draw me something like a miracle. Perhaps I should believe in what Cut Through Fate can do for me. After I try a skill. Blasphemy? I don't think so. Empty Mind. Draw 2 cards, exit stance. Those 2 cards could save my bacon. And I get extra energy for leaving calm. We're gonna have to believe here. What do you have? Empty Mind? Good Flurry of Blows, it'll come back, but it'll be 2 costs, it's not even worth it. It might be more clever to Cut Through Fate before I empty my mind, because then I'll see what's coming and I can get rid of garbage. But Cut Through Fate is expensive. Gonna do it anyway. Yeah, like neither of these are going to save my bacon here. Although the block might not be too terrible. Apparition is really what I need right now, pretty badly. Apparition at the final hour. There we go, save this entire hand. How about we Foresight while we're at it? Alright, thank goodness for that. Okay, 2 of them buffing up. Bowling Bash and Wallop and Protect, all good. Eruption at 3 cost, not so good. Really not so good, but at least I can Sand of Time. Yes, I think I'm going to hit you. Sand of Time the middle guy and take nothing. Although I could do either of them. Yeah, you've got to go. I don't want to take any of that damage. Although, I didn't really have to. Could have taken out the ones buffing up. Nothing else I can reasonably do unless I want to miracle into something else, and I don't think I do. Miracle could get me Foreign Influence, which could be anything. I like the sound of could be anything. Also, Bowling Bash, that's more definite. Yeah, let's go with the definite, shall we? Had to dig through half your deck for that one. Yeah, my deck is pretty chunky. Consecrator's nice, but it might not come out at that kind of cost. Rushdown and Strike are not. Ew. Okay, well at least we got Apparition. Let's go Windmill Strike. Can I do anything with the Windmill Strike to end this fight? The answer is die. Phew! Okay, those Darklings proved problematic. I don't think so. Especially when this will retain at random cost. Right, you are a problem because of Malleable and because you do nasty things. So what do I do to you? Wait, now that I think about it, aren't these anti-synergy with my Orichalcum? Yeah, because you start your turn with that block. Huh. Damn, I thought these worked together with Orichalcum. I don't know why I thought that. Alright, what are we looking at? Well, I might as well use the Apparition. Use it or lose it. Might as well use the Devotion. This fight could take a while. And if your enemy's not making a mistake, why change what they're doing? I'm going to do the damage anyway. Please don't curse me. Good. Very good. Had to take the chance. Alright. Alright. Perhaps keep you weak. I certainly would have rushed down, but... Don't like interrupting him when he's doing an attack that works out well for me. So I shouldn't interrupt that 9 strike. And yet the temptation to do so is overwhelming. Especially when I could smack you with a big old wallop. And if you still do something I don't like... And that is fine. I shouldn't interrupt that, because then you could easily curse me, and I would not like that curse. Yeah, okay. Always a bit antsy about fighting writhing mass. It's not a fun fight most of the time. Most of the time. Let's keep you weak and see what you want to do. Gosh, that's a weakened hit. I want to know what a not weakened hit is like. That's perfect, that's full block. And gives me an opportunity to prep up Rushdown while we're at it. Gives me more cards to retain as well. Windmill, Protect, Sands of Time, even fills my hand. And I am in full-on Divinity stance. So I've got a lot of energy and I deal a lot of damage. So how about we just say, good fight, good night. Well, I'll be damned. Divinity actually working for me, and it's not through using Blasphemy. Cut through Fate with a plus on it, very tempting. Don't like taking 1-cost cards with Snecko, but it is Scry 3, draw 1. I'm thinking no. I need to not fatten up my deck right now. We begin to fall. Alright, we lose a card. Let's hope it's a defend or something similarly useless. It's a defend or something similarly useless. Lose defends ahead of strikes though. Strikes gain power with strike dummy and with anger form. Defense does not gain power. Except with kunai, but I need to remember to sacrifice a rest and a treasure. And it's probably going to be this rest that I sacrifice because I'm at full health. Oh, here's a treasure. Bottled Flame. Is there an attack that really needs to start in my hand? If Tantrum was always in my hand, I'd have an early kill for a lot of threats. If Sands of Time or Windmill Strike were always in my hand, they'd immediately start counting down. Sands of Time would be quite tempting then. Incremented early. Have it playable much faster. Random cost as well, so it could even spawn at 0 cost and be good to go. I think I'll take it. My problem is, when you play Sands of Time and redraw it, I'm pretty sure its cost gets re-randomized, making it not a very nice spammable card. Windmill Strike, on the other hand, retains and keeps on building up power, but Sands of Time is probably still the better attack to always start with. There is also the argument of starting out with a Weaken or a Vuln attack, and also maybe the next treasure has an even better relic, so I'd take the Key over the Flame, because we are guaranteed a treasure in a few floors. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Also, retaining is no longer quite as strong with Snecko Eye, because I draw 7, so I really only have space to retain 3. I'm not actually sold on this being very powerful for me. As nice as it sounds, I'm going to take the key. Hopefully we don't end up with something useless like Darkstone Piriat over here, but that's always a risk you take. Let's go and grab that final key then, because my upgrade options... they don't speak to me. No point getting something like a 1-cost Eruption, the cost is randomized. Same with the 0-cost Scrawl. Now I'm very glad I didn't upgrade that earlier. Can you upgrade Deus Ex Machina? Yes, you can. You draw 3 miracles. Actually, you don't draw them, you add them, so they do come in at 0 cost. But again, with Snecko and all my retain, that actually works against me. And it's going to end up in my discard pile. So I'm actually very short on upgrades that are very attractive. Of course, apparitions, so they don't exhaust when I don't play them, but... you know, I'm either going to play them or not, depending on their cost. Otherwise, they're just dead draws, so I'm not worried about that. Point is, I'm recalling. Now we have all the keys for the heart fight. We need only make our way to the heart. And we're not going to do any of that unless we get through this double relic bearing elite. Who are you and what do you want? Your name is Giant Head, and you want to hurt me in 3 or 4 turns. My draw here is Gash. I think this is just... Ugh, what even is this? Terrible is what it is. I think it's Vigilance, so I can bank some energy for later, and then I just Bowling Bash you, but I would quite like to carve Reality as well. Better to bank the energy for later, I think. That said, though, getting angry against Giant Head is very risky. Giant Head has a lot of big, heavy attacks. Yeah, this might actually just be Carve Reality Apparition. Although I'm not super hot about holding on to a Smite either. Not with all this draw. Nah, I'm just gonna smack you a little bit. It's very, very sad, I know, but what's a man to do? Could Dupe Potion in this fight. Could Dupe Potion rather handily. That's a much better looking hand. And with Wallop here, I'm not so afraid of erupting. My main problem is I don't have ways to exit Angry Stance, and I don't think I'll be able to do 500 damage as quickly as... Well, actually, I got 2 apparitions waiting around. I don't have any of my good setup done, but maybe I will just... What am I thinking here? Eruption, Miracle, Sash Whip? And then just pummel you. I'd even cut through Fate for the draw, I think. Well, the Scry and the draw. Puts me in a dangerous situation, though, but, you know, Giant Head scales up. I need to kill the thing regardless. Oh, that applies too weak, not too vulnerable. I could run into real problems later on, especially if I draw something like all of these powers when I don't really need them. There's a lot of setup powers I'd like and don't have. And I'm not going to do a ton of damage just with this. Well, I do need to get to work on you. There's no two ways about it. At least I got that Protect held around here. Let's apply that 2 weak. I'll wallop you for the hell of it, although... Let's see what we draw with Cut Through Fate as well. Flurry of Blows is nice, Foresight is nice. Don't know what cost they're going to come in at. Ah, Flurry of Blows coming in at free, that's nice. Alright, that's some damage, but it wasn't nearly good enough. Let's hope things improve. Alright, well they're not attacking me, that could be seen as an improvement. Devotion could get me to a really nice Divinity moment. I might want to stack the weak a little more, but costs are unpleasant here. Am I going to Miracle just to stack that weak? I think I am, otherwise next turn is going to be unpleasant to the max. Okay. Getting a bit antsy now, but I should have my apparitions at the ready. A little expensive. Actually, everything about this turn is expensive. Rush down, get down. Certainly want my miracles up for whatever I do here, which is definitely apparition, because I'm not eating that 60 damage. Apparition next turn, for sure. Do I Devaform? It's expensive, but I don't have many other better things to do with my turn right now. And I might need that. Windmill Strike is already 0 cost, so let's retain it for more 0 cost madness. This could get scary after this turn, though. Yeah, there's that 3 cost apparition I was talking about. Almost glad I Devaformed, almost. Yeah, I need to not take that damage or I'm very dead. But now Giant Head just keeps hitting me a lot. It's very painful. What's a man to do? A man gets divinity next turn. That's true. Got windmill, Sands of Time. I guess I just have to hit you a little bit and hope that next turn is biblical. Because I am out of ways to block this damage. We gotta kill you now. Sashut does weak. Damn, I need crushed joints. There's crushed joints. Where's Aha, there we go. That's a skill. That makes crushed joints make you vulnerable. And that suddenly makes everything look a whole lot juicier for taking you out. Yeah, and who said these smites weren't going to be useful? It was me. I made the mistake. Yes! Mango after getting the intangible cards, whatever they're called. Apparitions. Why is it so good to get it in that order? Because you lose max health relative to your max health when you get the event, but Mango is flat increase, so bang, way up to 48 health. T-set, that's going to be 2 energy on the most important turn, which is the first turn. Another potion for more sustenance. This is 20 health here, thanks to Toy Ornithopter. And another card. What about another card reality? How about no? What about an X-cost card? Miracle Plus into your hand for the next X turns. No, because you're paying 1 energy to double. You double your energy, but over the course of time. And I'd rather not. My hand gets clogged enough as it is, thanks to Snecko and other draw. Got any more C3 maps lined up? Yes, yes I do, Darthair. Alright, we already got our full keys, so we could rest if we were silly. Or we can upgrade something. What do we upgrade? Foresight would scry more. We could upgrade some apparitions so they don't disappear if we don't play them, but we can already scry them away if we need them later. So I actually think upgrading Foresight's my better option. That or Cut Through Fate to scry extra. But I think I'd rather have Foresight do more for me. Are you dropping frames, Jake? I have 0 drop frames on my end here. Alright, we traded a bottled fire for this. It better be good. It better not be Darkstone Piriap. It better not be Winged Boots or The Boot. It's Prayer Wheel. We will get 1 extra card reward towards the end. Okay. Sure. I'd rather have the other wheel, the one that gives you hit points when you play powers, but eh. Alright, another kind of unnecessary upgrade. Devotion. We're starting to get longer fights. And that, yeah, well, it could be handy. Could also be terrible. Could get that Cut Through Fate I was talking about. I really don't have a block solution. My only block solution is getting apparitions. That's not good enough. Although, yeah, you could always dupe pot apparitions to keep the thing going. I suppose the boat relics are my block solutions. Block on turn 1, 2, and 3 is pretty good. Eruption is not a useful upgrade at this point because Snecko randomizes the cost, so the cheaper cost's not so good. Rush down for more draw. Well, no, that just reduces the cost. Gee, none of these are really good upgrades. The other Sash Whip is possible. One of the apparitions... Devaform? I don't think so. If I see Devaform, I play Devaform, no matter what it takes. Deus Ex's energy isn't so useful with Snecko. Because what's going to happen is I draw. I get Deus Ex, and I don't have enough room in my hand for all the miracles that it gives me. So then it goes into the discard pile, and then we see it later. Yeah, it might be better to get the Devotion of all things. Get some more divinity going. It's the best of a bad situation. This is good, though. I forewent the shop, and now he's here for me in the question mark room. Bag of Preparation! I could have a full 10-card draw on turn 1. We get our Miracle, we draw 7 with Snecko, and then 2 with Bag of Preparation. That counter-synergizes if I ever draw Deus Ex Machina on turn 1, though. People love Chemical X, but I have no X cost cards. Reach Heaven. Unfortunately, puts a 0 cost card into my draw pile, and Snecko will randomize that. Nirvana works against me because if I scry and gain 3 block, then Auric Calcium would give me 6 block. Bag of Prep is probably going to be more useful than not. On the other hand, simply removing a defend, my final defend, is a pretty good move. I have no real use for defends. They are worse than Auric Calcium. And I need to get through my deck faster, so I do think it's remove a defend. Although the Bag of Preparation is so good normally. There's about 1 in 3 chance that I have a bad experience by drawing Deus Ex Machina on that turn, but even then I still get to keep one of these 2 miracles. Nothing worse than having a terrible turn 1, is there? I think I'll take Bag of Prep. Plus having 10 cards in my hand for a fight. Come on, Triple Jawworm. I draw Pot of Greed. Actually, I draw Bowling Bash to murk one of them entirely. They're all buffing up on this turn. Kinda cool. Now let's play whatever's free to begin with. And let's see, I'll just take out the chunkiest one if I'm doing the big damage. That's the one at the back. Oh, mistakes were made. I should have calculated, but I didn't. Do I waste a strike killing you? Well, I guess so, because you're going to be shielded up next turn. No guarantee I'm going to get... Where's my Consecrate? I swear I never see you. Probably because you're 0 cost, so you normally draw at a cost and I don't want to play you. Anyway, let's put an end to you. Who do we think is going to hurt us more? Maybe the guy at the front. Let's keep you nice and weak. I'm going to carve you a new reality. I think I'll Miracle so that I can crush your joints. And that way... Well, you're pretty much all dead, aren't you? 21, 21... Alright, you get out of here. You do that. Alright, Jawworm, I guess I'll be sporting and give you a turn. What, you want to deal 12 damage? My boat thing has something to say about that. Get out of here. Quit joking me around. Right, our only essence of the prayer wheel giving us an extra card reward. It better be good. Ooh, I was interested in ways of changing my form, but I think it's a little too late, and a 0 cost retaining card is not the way forward, because it's going to be randomized. Another Bowling Bash is also not the answer, and neither is Meditate. Right, this is the reward that we got from the prayer wheel. Better be good. Another Foresight's actually pretty good. Is it good enough, though? Wouldn't I rather have another way of applying Vulnerable? Because I only have 1 Crush Joints, don't I? I got 1 Crush Joints and 2 Sash Whips. Another Tantrum I don't think is the answer, powerful though it is. It should probably be one of these, but I already have 3 Foresights? No, I only have 1. Is that right? Where are my Foresights at? There it is. I only have 1 and it's already upgraded. But it's pretty sweet. I'm going to take another Foresight. And probably upgrade it as well. Love Foresighting. Although there's a lot to be said for apparitions. Just so they don't disappear. If I see a 3-cost apparition, I'd rather just feed it back into the pile. Although I can always... I'll take a chance. I'll upgrade one of these apparitions. Just so I have something to deal with when we're on turn 8 against the Heart and he's hitting me for 120 and I have nothing to do against it. Could really do with some get out of jail free card, a Lizard Tail, Ghost in a Jar. Alright, Bowling Bash, help, help, help! Okay, it's good that it didn't draw here. Well, actually it's not, I'd still rather have it, but next turn could be good. Keep these 2 alive, kill this thing with Bowling Bash next turn. It must be done. These costs are pretty grim, though. Got 2 extra energy courtesy of our Ancient Tea set. Weak and weak. No, I need to crush your joints. So I think it's actually Vigilance, Crush Joints on Reptomancer. Although, there's my Tantrum. I'd need Eruption next turn to actually do some real damage. I don't want to Erupt now, because then I'm going to be taking 32. But I'm taking a big risk on actually getting Tantrum next turn, which I might not. I might have a terrible turn next turn. Well, I have potions to get me out of bad situations. Vigilance, Crush Joints. Maybe even Miracle Rushdown. Tantrum into Vigil. Vigil? Ah, right, just to get some initial damage going. I would use the extra energy I have. But then I wouldn't be able to crush joints effectively. Should get the extra damage going though. How about Tantrum, Miracle, Crush Joints? Then I have 4 energy. If I just had some way to block this incoming nonsense, that'd be great. But I really don't want to take 18 damage right here. I mean, I could rest. I don't have a lot of upgrades worth doing. There's a lot to be said for getting Rushdown down as well. There's a ton to be said for staying angry, because if I don't draw anger, then the Bowling Bashes aren't going to be quite so good. I don't know, it'll be 50 odd. But I'd rather just kill Reptomancer next turn. I think we'll stay angry and go for the kill. Hello, Mr. DDRJ, can chat? Oh, welcome. Does that mean I Vigilance into Tantrum? That way I get the extra block and the extra power. And I do want the extra block, I don't have many other ways of doing that. I'll keep the Miracle, I might really need that next turn. Which means it's Vigilance, Crush Joints, Tantrum. And then just a Strike or something else. I think it has to be. Oh man, this could backfire in a lot of ways. Because I got full perfect block here, it's just next turn these guys strike me for 20-something each. And I need Repto to be dead. If I had some scrying going on, I'd be a lot more confident, but there's a lot of terrible draws I could get next turn that just brick this whole thing. So we're going to take a chance. You could also kill one. I don't want to. I want the swords alive so that when Repto summons, Repto gets ravaged. Although, sure enough, killing one of them would actually, at the cost of Repto not taking so much, I wouldn't take the 18 damage, which is probably worth it. So what I could do is I just strike one of these to death. Then I won't take 18, and Repto looks pretty good for dying next turn. I can get behind that. Alright, let's believe. Just gotta believe. Give me that 7 draw of goodness. Bowling Bashes, please! That's a Bowling Bash, and it's free, with free apparitions. This was exactly what I was talking about. Goodbye, Repto. Nice. Okay, that was in the luck of the draw there, and it was a good draw. Right, we get the money. We get Pen Nib. Double our already doubled in 1.5 damage, so we're all about just those well-timed big hits now. A pair. Sure. Back up to pretty much pre-apparition hit points. Distilled Chaos, maybe. That's 3 card plays that I can know what it is through scrying. The question is that better than what we have here? And the answer is probably not. What about these? What about a Cut Through Fate Plus? No, I really don't want to clog up my deck further. The deck needs to be refined, not clogged. So I think I will skip these. What about Distilled Chaos, though? Better than Colorless? Colorless can be a lot of good things. Can be Master of Strategy. Can be Panic Button. I think a Colorless Potion is better in this case. Distilled Chaos might be 3 card plays for free, but how often is it going to be what you want? I'm gonna take a chance on it. The more I thought about it, the more I thought, you like random, Jake. I do like random. That Devaform has to be played during the super late fights, but stripping away Ethereal is not the answer. I pretty much play it when I see it. I think it's Apparition or Foresight. And these Foresights are never getting played. Why am I putting such a big deal on them? Well, they are a big deal, but... who are we even fighting here? The Awakened one. Ooh, that speaks to fewer powers, not more powers. Let's keep the Apparitions around. Alright, this fight could go bad in a lot of ways. Let's just hope it doesn't. Bring it on, Awakened one. Magic the Gathering? No. God, no. Alright. Those are some very tempting powers to play. Free Rushdown, 1-cost Rushdown. The Apparition, I can afford to let slip by because I've already upgraded it. But what do we do in this situation? The costs for what I have here are not great. Awakened one just keeps attacking. I need big heavy attacks to take him down, like big heavy bowling bashes when I'm angry. I'm not angry though. Should I just distill some chaos? Might make me angry. Might not though, we don't know where they would target either. Not a great turn one. The cultists need to die as well, but the cultists are the secret to doing excellent bowling damage on the Awakened one. Master strategy to draw 3 cards you play with Chaos. Yeah, that could happen. Or I could have a full deck like this and then we say no way anyway. Miracle Crush... no, I don't want to spend my Miracle already. But I don't have anything else worth playing. Not in terms of getting a skill to proc Crush Joints. Yeah. Sucky turn one. I could even just play my Protect right now for the full block. And then focus on the damage. Maybe even Foreign Influence? God, that's an expensive Foreign Influence. Oh, but it does give me the Crush Joints on you. Let's prolong that, that vulnerability. Honestly, Chaos now might be good, yeah, but it might not. Might play my Apparitions, wasting them. Might play Powers to buff up the Awakened one. Although I wouldn't mind having one Scry down. Foreign Influence, get me out of this situation. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. That's not good. Dash. Clothesline for weak is actually pretty good. Let's keep the Awakened one weakened so my next turns are a bit more appreciable. Alright, this was a bad turn. These guys buff up with Cultists, and now they're going to keep hitting me very hard. There's my powers. Might want that Devotion in play. Might want that Devaform in play. Oof. Not thrilled at that. Gonna do it though. Now I kind of have to wait out and deal with these guys somehow. Maybe I will Distilled Chaos. I don't think so. I don't have the power to really enable it into anything. Besides, I'm going to take damage that I can heal by using my potions. I just don't like this turn. We're not getting anywhere. Ow. Not ow. Sizable ow. Alright. Certainly looks like Apparition o'clock. How about we don't take this damage? No real draw here, though. I need some draw. God-awful costs on these. What are you doing to me, Snecko Eye? Real bad. No choice but to get the Apparition down. I think I need to distill my Chaos. Well, we're angry, and we just bowling bashed one of them out of commission. Kind of at the point where I need to be dealing with you. Maybe we should take care of the cultist. He's the one buffing up something fierce. A Windmill Strike will continue to build up power, which is rather nice. Starting to wish I'd actually consecrate instead to take both of them for a bit of a spin, but... Alright, that's the end of our free boat things. But my hand is full. Alright, Apparition. Gotta play it here, I think. What other choice do I have? I've reached Divinity, which is kind of cool. Actually, I could full block. I don't need the Apparition. But I don't have a way to discard it. Well, it's just power that I can save, isn't it? Just walloping you kills you and takes you out of the fray, but do I have any better options? Wallop you and then unload on Awakened One as much as possible. Caw indeed. Can wait for Sands of Time to be a bit cheaper and Windmill Strike to be a bit heavier hitting, but I'm already in Mantra mode. This is where I should be doing the big damage. Just wish I had some more cards. I could also dupe pot to deal more damage, but the Awakened One's going to be very angry with me very soon. I already have an Apparition waiting for me, don't I? Yeah, I've got you, so if I wait out to get to that, I might still be okay. Can you play 4 attacks? Yeah, we're thinking about Pen Nib, aren't we? So I could... strike Flurry of Blows and then hit him with a massive Sand of Time. Now we're Pen Nibbed for big, big damage. And the question is, do I want him to evolve? Then he's just going to constantly attack. I think the answer is yes, but oh right, Windmill Strike won't be enough for it. I think it's better just to Vigilance here then. So can't draw anything else. Get into Calm so that when I exit Calm I'll be even more energetic. Yeah, 3-cost Windmill is bad, yeah, but it is at least going to hit pretty hard. I could Flurry of Blows while we're here. I don't think it's worth it though, not for a Miracle. But the Miracles are clogging my deck a bit, and I have Devaform down, so I will hit you. Goodbye, Apparition. Okay. I just need to put an end to you. But of course, I didn't end up with good things for putting an end to you, did I? Can I kill you here with 6 energy? I need to deal 92 damage. Ugh. With Crushed Joints costing what it is, I think it might be time for Miracles and Scrawlings. I do want to scroll, I want to get some anger, but there are risks associated with that, not least of all drawing an Apparition when I don't want to. If I can just block this hand, then all is well. Now I've got 18 and 7 block for 25, that's good enough. And then I give you the smacking and probably the more smacking. So I block this, and then next turn I put you into blech mode. Good, I did not draw my Apparition, and I've got Foresight. Just need to put an end to you right now. I don't even need to go angry. But more anger is probably better anger, especially since Apparition's coming. Do I have Rush Down? I don't. Good. Then it's probably Eruption Cut Through Fate. Keep Sands of Time for next turn. No, forget Cut Through Fate. I don't actually want to risk scrying out my... Alright, it's Eruption. We know that much. And it's Strike. Now I can play Powers. So Foresight is down. Rush Down is down. Can't even play Cut Through Fate, so never mind that. Might Vigilance, actually. Tantrum is probably here. Yeah, there's Tantrum. So let's prepare ourselves to not immediately die. Attack more. Can't attack when he's stunned like that. Okay, these cards are not so good for what I need to do. I don't think. So go away. There's the apparition. It's very expensive, but I have a lot of stuff. Energy, that is. Do I block this with apparition or not? Because his multi-attack is what really hurts. I just don't have much of a block solution. I don't think I can kill him right now, that's for sure. But, with all this energy, I could apparition this and then tantrum and do a whole lot more. Also, I'm very angry, aren't I? Yeah. Bit of a shame, because I want to draw more, so I might actually come out of Divinity. Yeah, you know what? Needs must. Get my foresight down. God, some of these are so expensive to do. If last thing was an attack. Alright, there's your attack. There's your weak. Here's your 210 windmill strike. Now, would you kindly leave me alone? I want to set up pen nib as much as I can for the next fight as well. So here's a clothesline. And I guess you're just down and out, aren't you? Well, that's as good as I can do unless I want to wait for next turn. I do. The more I set up pen nib, the better next turn I'm going to have. So let's not take damage. And next turn I should be able to kill him with any of these. I really don't like relics that you set up between turns. Or set up between fights. I wish all relics were just done and dusted. Alright, can I hit you any more times? Yeah, I can get you there. There we go, so that sets up pen nib to 4, better than having it on 1 or 2. Because we're fighting either Time Eater or Donudeka. Personally, I think I prefer Time Eater. Is Donudeka, okay. These guys attack and buff every turn. They get more plated armor, they get more strength, and they always double attack. They even give you dazed when they double attack. Deka buffs up their defense, Donu buffs up their strength, so generally you want to attack Donu first, but we got turn 1 free rush down. That's gotta be nice. Nothing else ready to go, alright, get that down. Non-upgraded apparition at 3, painful, probably worth, might not be worth playing, but then again, what else do we have? Nothing that great. Pretty ghastly turn here, and there again, Sands of Time. Came out early, so it'll go down in cost. Could actually tantrum to get myself into an early rage, but I don't feel a good setup for that. I'd need to miracle tantrum apparition, and then I'd need to still apparition to not die going forward. I don't think that's a good idea. It just leaves me very vulnerable, and I'm not well set up for massive giga damage. I think we'll do another round before we do such setup things. If it was an attack, well, I got no free attacks for you. Maybe I should have started with Sash Whip. Oh no, it's this combat. Am I just thinking Sash Whip apparition, don't take any damage? It's very sad. But let's not take any damage. Incoming 30, and there's my Bowling Bash. There's Eruption and Wallop. Wallop, pretty good at this point because I can use it to block, and I haven't drawn Vigilance, so I could still see that to get myself out of danger. Sadly though, we have not seen Deva form, which kind of carried us through the previous fight. Also sadly, the Eruption is extra cost. Might be worth playing regardless. Alright, there we go. Hey, there's Rush. Oh damn, there's Vigilance. Whoops. Okay, now there's still Sash Whip to do practically nothing. Difficult, difficult, lemon, difficult. I got all this damage coming in. I could Vigilance out of it, but I could strike Bowling Bash for big damage on Donu. I think I'll strike Bowling Bash for the big damage on Donu and then Miracle into Vigilance to get myself out of the danger zone. And make no mistake, this is the danger zone. Good damage. It's like good coffee. Hello, Flurry of Blows. I don't want you at 1 cost, thanks. Boom boom. Attack coming in, but we have the best of the both things. And another 3-cost apparition. Fortunately upgraded it, so we will see it in the future. How are we going to block for 30? Well, we don't really need to, but we haven't seen Deviform. Near enough bottom decked. Foresight will help us get to it faster. Devotion is whatever. I think this is just Bowling Bash Strike on Donu, but that's not great. He's got all that defense going for him. But we should be able to kill Donu next turn. Oh, we don't have a Tantrum, do we? No, we don't. But we do have Sands of Time. Just gotta believe. We'll take this hit and believe. So, strike him down, Bowling Bash him down. The 2 hits break through 2 loads of plated armor. And then we eat 12 damage, which all things considered is not a lot. And we do have good potions for finishing this fight. I think this fight is secured. The heart, on the other hand, is a different matter entirely. I don't need any more rushing downing. I'm not even sure I want that protect. I don't need foresight. I need to kill Donu right now. Well, that doesn't do it. However, the strikes are free, so maybe it does. Strike Donu. Strike Donu. Windmill Strike and Sands of Time kills Donu, but the scroll is free. So here's what's happening. Miracle. Miracle. Yeah, I think I'll thwack you with this and scroll. Yeah, give us everything you can, scroll. Deviform, full cost, but that's okay, I guess. We are now fully set up for destroying Dekka, and he's only going to attack us every other turn, and we should be able to make our way to our apparitions to not be hurt by him on those turns where he does do that. So it's all about getting set up right now. That is getting more rush down. I'll just strike you. I'm tempted to cut through Fate. What if the apparition is there? And boo-hoo, it's not there. It's a 3-cost foreign influence, no thank you. Alright, so now he's going to hit us pretty hard. Bowling Bash is not so useful, Consecrate is not useful. I want my Windmill Strike back, I don't want that dazed. Now give me my Apparition, please. That's not Apparition. It is Mantra, but this isn't strong enough Mantra to take care of you. Good thing we kept that Protect Vigilance. Pennib is just about there. What's the biggest hit I've got? Windmill Strike. Alright, sure. Vigilance and Protect will almost full block this. I only need 2 energy for that, so let's smite you while the going is good. There we go. Alright, this fight's going very, very well. Even though I think the start of it went pretty terribly. I don't need more Foresight, I don't need more Rushdown. I don't even need Sash Whip, go away. There's both the apparitions. They're both free though, so I'm going to play them both right now. Because they're going to ensure that I'm going to be intangible next turn, if indeed it's needed. If I can set up Pennib, then all the better. Goodbye all of your artifact. 5. Come on, put an end to him. 6, 7, 8. Perfect. We're pen-nibbed up for... pen-nib 7 or 8 actually probably would be better than 9 for a Spear and Shield. Because I want to set up my stance, won't I? Anyway, is this the heart of the Spire? Is this the source of all these big heavy hits? I don't know. That's a good score, 2297. Have we been here before? Many times. But can I secure my, I think, second Watcher A20 Heart victory? It was an Ascension. For some people, just getting to the heart and thwacking it there is victory, but why settle for anything less? We could rest for 7 health and a card reward, or we could upgrade our final apparition. I think it's rest and card reward, but honestly, what card reward am I really looking for at this point? I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Block cards. Please give me a block card. Third Eye would be nice. Third Eye Plus would be even better. Yes! One of the best common cards on the Watcher. I saw one Third Eye earlier, and I turned my nose up at it because I needed damage at the time. But now it has come for a second opinion. You're all so lazy. Alright, lovely. Just have to ask the game and it will provide. Right, final shop. With 47 at best, I can buy a nice on-sale card. Could buy Flurry of Blows, but I don't want to buy a 0 cost. Fasting goes pretty well with Deviform, but we don't have the money for it, and I don't think I'd buy it anyway. Can't afford a card remove to get rid of my final defend. So yeah, the only thing we can have is Flurry of Blows, and I'm not having that. The one I already have, I'd rather be rid of. Spear and Shield. This fight can go so many different ways. It's very, very difficult. In some ways more difficult than the heart. Starting off, does the shield attack me? It's very rude, but yeah, there we go. He turn 1 attacks me from the behind. So immediate 33 incoming. I've got my big old hefty hand of cards. It's almost certainly going to be a pen-nibbed wallop to get myself the extra block. There is no better option than that right now. Who do we take care of though? The shield or the spear? Normally you go for the spear first, but I'm in a somewhat unique position to potentially take out the shield. I can hit him with 28. If I just get a good setup, down he goes, but the main thing is dealing with next turn. Next turn is very unfortunate. Nice, the Windmill Strike's going to buff up. The shield is just going to buff next turn. I should focus down the spear. No question about it, it's got to be the wallop first. Kind of wish I had wallop next turn. I would dupe pot it to protect against the big incoming strike, but this will have to diddly-do. Kind of want to consecrate. Dupe the wallop? No, it already full blocks me, thanks to piece of boat. Yeah, the anchor. Anchor for turn 1, cleat for turn 2, wheel for turn 3. It's pretty rude of me, but it's what I have. 4 energy. Thank you, T-Set. What do we do from here? The Third Eye block is wasted, but the Scry 5 is not. Ensuring that I have just the right cards for next turn is pretty good. The cost 3 retained protect is painful, but it might help me next turn. I think I have to see what's coming. I need a good hand next turn. An apparition would save my bacon. None of these are apparitions. I'll keep the Tantrum in case I do get an apparition, because that would be pretty cool. Ooh, but the Vigilance. The Vigilance is together with Tantrum. That's pretty bad. That tells me no Wrath play for a while. Do I even want that Bowling Bash then? I'm going to keep the Tantrum and the Bowling Bash, and I'm going to pray to whatever I can that there's an apparition waiting for me beyond those, or a scroll to get to apparition. But I also need enough energy for it all, which is also kind of unlikely. Alright, my Windmill Strike is retained and free. So that's 1, 2, 3 retained cards and a full hand. Might not like that. Would I rather just hit you? No, I need to save the damage. What are we even doing now then? Just dealing damage? And dealing damage? This is a bit sad, but it's what I have. Alright, alright. Don't let me down. Come on, Grocer Jack. Don't let me down. Didn't like that strength -1. So here's the big bad thing that they do to you. They put 2 burns on the top of your draw pile on High Ascension, and then they hit you for massive damage. And you know what I didn't get? An apparition. I did get rushed down though. So here's a question. Do I risk everything on a 2 draw in a 20 card deck that I get one of my 3 apparitions? Doesn't matter what cost they are, I can afford them thanks to Miracle and Miracle Potion. But if I fail, I die. Or I just accept that I'm getting hurt a lot right now. Yeah, I can't reasonably trust that it's going to be there. Alternative thought, do I kill the spear here? Can I deal 131 damage with what I have? Pen nib isn't set up for this. It depends what I draw with going angry, because that's 44, 54, 64, 74, 84. It's kind of getting there, isn't it? Doesn't leave me with much energy for anything, though. Risk all or save none. That's a lot of risking, though. Could dupe pot the bowling bash to deal more damage. Tell you what, we can tantrum and see what we get, because I'm pretty sure the dupe potions will get us out of this. I'd just rather not have to dupe potion here. I just don't want to take an incoming... What would this be? It's only 9 damage. But that does leave me very poorly positioned for next turn. Let's see what we end up with. Go and draw us those cards. Could also rush down to draw more cards. If I play Rush Down and Miracle and Tantrum, then the card I draw could be the wrong cost, but it will draw me more cards. I might do with a 2-card draw, but I'm not happy about it. Oh, but of course we have Miracle to be able to play cards. Again, I don't want to chew through all my potions before the heart fight, do I? Alright, what do you have? Not Apparition. Okay, so our Gambit has failed us. However, 22, 22, 22, 22. With Windmill Strike, pretty sure I can put an end to you, so let's dupe pot. Yeah, we were greedy, perhaps even too greedy. Right, that saves us this turn, very handily. Can I take you out without using Windmill Strike? No. There we go. With one of them dead, the fight is generally over, but it isn't over until it is over. So let's put an end to it. Honestly, coming out of here with full health is already a big win, but let's not eat that. Hey, my Apparition! Where were you all hiding? Anyway, that makes this turn a little easier. So does zero-cost Deva form. So let's not take any damage, shall we? Let's also get rid of your last bit of artifact. And then... I probably should have done this the other way around so that we could have the vulnerable rather than the weak, but whatever. Just keep smacking you. Alright. My pen nib is set up to kill you, but that's not ideal, is it? I'd rather have it for the heart, but what can you do? Better that I just kill you, isn't it? Yeesh. Look at these. Alright, let's try and set up pen nib as best we can. Actually, with all that shield, I might be able to set it up pretty well. Thmack. Thmack. For an influence, what do you have? Thmack, thmack, thmack. Don't know why I'm lisping it. Just feels natural. He's going for the big block. How big a big block? I don't know. Hope it's not his block for 90. No, it's only a block for 30. Should be able to put an end to you, and even if I can't, I've got my Apparition. Just play that anyway. Tell him how incredibly angry we are. Alright, I should be satisfied with that. Get out of here. Pen nib on 6 is fine. Oh, at the 11th hour! The Pantograph is useless to me right now. I'm already full health, but the Mummified Hand! Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand goes to 0 cost. We can't even see that because of my mod list. There we go. Amazing relic. I said early on this would make my build if I had it, you know, back here or so. Cultist Potion. Amazing potion for the heart fight. Holy moly. And another third eye. Even if it's not upgraded, I will certainly take that. Yoink. Alright, heart. Come and get some. Still in the heart of the cards. I would have loved some setup cards here. We didn't get a single power. That's not good. So what do we do? Making sure that the heart is weak on its next turn is very important, because we're going to be... well, we're going to have all of the debuffs ever. So, where do we go from here? This is actually a terrible starting hand, and the scroll is at 3 cost, which is even worse. Yeah, Ritual gives me 1 strength every turn. I'm actually tempted to dupe pot the Sash Whip to keep you weak. for all of your initial turns, because I'm not convinced I can block them all particularly well. Thinking it's Bowling Bash Strike. Just get my free cards. There's no setup here at all, which is perturbing. I guess Sands of Time being in my hand is kind of set up, but no, none of my powers here is very sad. Alright, alright. Well, I want that weakness down, so let's just Bowling Bash you, Sash Whip you to get that weak down. Glad I got that old boat thing helping me out here. Do I want to carve reality and get that smite in my hand? I'm not so sure, but it might just be deck clog currently. Get that down. There's my pen nib at the ready. Could just Sands of Time you here and now for good damage. Extremely tempting. Especially with vulnerable as well. Oh yeah, I've no good reason not to do that. And then... yeah, I don't think that smite is a good idea. It's too much hand clog. It's only one card, yeah, but it's one not very useful card for a very hefty fight, so I think I'm just going to strike you down while I can. Right, I was actually hoping I'd play another 2 cards, and then I would be going and mocking the chat, telling me to use my potion. This potion is 5 hit points. I didn't want to play it until I'd taken some damage, but it is better to play it now to get the energy, the strength gain rather, than the 5 healing that I can no longer get. I suppose I could Miracle Carve Reality, but that's wasting a good miracle. Let's use it now then. Alright, come and have a go, Heart. Inflict me with everything, please. Weak, frail, vulnerable. Hitting me for 50 damage. Okay. Well, there's my third eye for some block, but it's not good block. I do have powers, sure enough. I want to keep you weak. Yeah, another turn of weaken to make sure that your multi-hit is also lackluster is pretty important. The apparition is ethereal. I should probably just play it and not need to worry about my block at all. But I worry about not getting my my abilities down. I could also dupe pot one of these, but what would I dupe pot? I might actually prefer dupe potting Deva form. Or even Devotion. Holy moly, dupe potting Devotion for 6 mantra, 7 mantra a turn? That I want. If you duplicate a power, does it trigger mummified hand? I believe yes, and I have no reason to believe no. Damn, I want these foresights, but... I think I'm actually going to play the Bottled Miracle to get the foresights down. I need to get through my deck as soon as possible. Wish I had upgraded miracles. So this is Sash Whip, Apparition, Bottled Miracle, Foresight, Rushdown. Although, the powers will make other cards free. I definitely want that Sash Whip going. Now we should Rushdown first, see what it makes free, but I don't want to make Consecrate or Sash Whip free. Or even Third Eye free for that matter. So I should remove Sash Whip from that possibility. Plus, I need this thing to trigger its weak, and I'm not going to play another attack, so yeah, Sash Whip first for sure. Then Rushdown. Please make Foresight, Foresight, Apparition, or Third Eye free. Third Eye is perfectly acceptable. Still means I'm going to be playing my Bottled Miracle to be able to get Foresight Plus down. Actually, I should play Foresight first, because it might make Apparition or Foresight free. It's gonna suck if it makes Consecrate free. Imagine if it does. What if I just play Consecrate now? Because then I could Miracle, and then we get everything for free. As long as it... well, we get enough free, wouldn't we? Yeah, I'll take the risk. Come on, make Foresight free. I'll get the good Foresight in. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Look at all that freeness. No damage, and we get to scry 5 cards. What do we want next time? We want that Devaform. I don't care about Bowling Bash or Fate or Burning. Foreign influence could be free, could be cool. Could be. Why would it not be? Let's go! This is the deadest heart you'll ever see, I'm sure. Weak doesn't matter since it's 15 by 1, right? Haha, no, it's 15 by 2, because this is not your low ascension weak ass heart. Ain't that tasty. Don't need apparition for this turn. Oh yeah, man, Deviform or Devotion? I don't want the slime, and I don't really want Eruption. I'm more interested in setup right now. But yeah, Deviform, Eruption, Devotion, Deus Ex Machina. It's a good hand. I might actually want Eruption for the draw. Because we've got +2 from Rushdown. If I end up picking out my Apparition, that could be handy. Because I've weakened the heart, it's now doing 2 by 15 instead of 3 by 15, I think. So I'm taking 30 instead of 45. That's a pretty big deal. Huh, this isn't easy. Don't want a foreign influence, I don't want to see that slimed. The Eruption I could give or take. Probably leave it behind, honestly, although all the Rushdown talks to me. Let's bring it in. Free Deviform! Free! Alright, legitimately what is better? 2 Devotions or 2 Deviforms? 2 Deviform means +2 energy every turn, increasing. So +2, then 4, then 6, then 8. However, Devotion means Mantra every other turn. Triple damage +3 energy. I'm thinking it's definitely Divinity. We need that damage without the risk of going Wrathful. So we dupe pot that Devotion. It's going to make some nice things free. Well, it's going to make Foreign Influence and Eruption free. Well, actually, it could make Protect free. But other things could be going free. I need some draw here, actually. It's only free this turn, though. It's not for the whole combat. Let's see what free Rushdown gets us first. And free Deviform. Alright, alright. So Devotion's going to make... Well, in double playing it, it's not going to make anything worth knowing free. There's a temptation to Rushdown just to get some draw. But that could backfire, because I'll be taking 60 all of a sudden. And I would have a lot of block for it. But there's a good chance I'll draw an Apparition, or a Wallop. Either would be good. Or Vigilance. There's a lot of ways that I can crawl back from a poor decision here. Plus I have the energy to play what come what may. Let's take a risk, shall we? Let's throw the whole run on this. There's my Apparition. There was never any need to worry. Also, there's Vigilance. I can get out of this situation anyway. No need to play my Apparition. Let's just dupe pot up our Devotion. The Apparition became free. Anyway, I'll just Vigilance my way out of this mess. Maybe Vigilance Protect. But I want to see what my Foreign Influence holds as well. I'll still have the energy to play Vigilance and Protect for an additional 18 block on that. I'm happy to take a few bits of damage here. It's all set up after all. Eviscerate. Talk to the hand! Oh, I'm so sorry, Art. I am so sorry. Also, this is not upgraded by Molten Egg, is it? Boo. Anyway, before Corrupt Heart gets its artifact, I am slamming it with Talk to the Hand. So good. Every time I hit it, I gain 2 block. I have nullified its Beat of Death with that. Well, with attacks, at least. Anyway, nothing else worth doing here, so let's just crawl out of our... Unless I want a Miracle Flurry of Blows. Do I? Not really. Not at 2 cost, I don't. God, no. Now let's hold on to the miracles, even though we've got Deviform and the other thing going. There we go. I'll take a bit of damage here, but that's a-okay. It's all set up. Alright, now we have 4 mantra? That doesn't seem right. I don't think our 6 mantras kicked in yet, so we're going to be in angry form now. Knowing that, we never really need to spend any of our rage cards, do we? What do we not want? I don't like that. I don't like the look of that void. Save you for later. Good turn for doing damage, especially since we have top to the hand. Every damage we do, we don't need to worry about blocking, although Wallop takes care of that as well. I also want Crush Joints up. Basically, I want everything other than the void. I might even stand to get rid of the strike. It's alright damage, though. Hell, it's, what, it's 9 times 3? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll take all of this. Alright, we have energy, we have anger, we have pen nib in 5 hits or so. We have also got some horrible costs here. Look at that. 3, 3, 3, 3. Flurry of Blows is back at 2. Good thing we've got extra energy coming in. Alright, crush those joints, will you? Now it is vulnerable, and now we need to hit it pretty hard. I don't need to wallop. I don't really need to do any of these, do I? But I should do the damage that I can. Which I think is Bowling Bash, Wallop. This thing gets more damage. Ugh, but then I don't have my pen nib for this. I'd really like to pen nib something good. Then again, I can only deal 155 damage. I think it's just Wallop, Bowling Bash, Strike, and this thing can't really do anything against me. Although third eyeing my Scry... No, that apparition's gonna really help out next turn, and it will let me get angry for free. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, good. Screw third eye, don't need you. We already know everything we need to know. Eat your walloping. Eat your bowling bashing. Eat my strike. Good lord, it's not even fair. The next hit is pen nibbed. It's a little unfortunate that we didn't pen nib any of these. I could... Oh right, no, there's no point. It's already damage capped. Don't waste your pen nib, Jake. I was about to use my miracle potion just to windmill strike the thing. I want that apparition. I need that apparition. Get rid of the strike, get rid of the defend. Maybe keep the defend? Depends what it draws at. Could be handy. Tantrum could also be handy. Oh, free cost defend. Now that's lovely. Because although I can block by hitting you, I still need to play other cards. So let's get that defense down. Unless I want to sash whip you. The enemy's got 2 artifact. Gotta remember it's pen nibbed though. Pen nib gives me the initial defense. Pen nibbing tantrum seems like a very, very nice idea. Look at that damage. Holy crivens. Couples very nicely with top to the hand. Both of my apparitions here. I will play both so that I'm invulnerable this turn and next. With that, I'm afraid the heart is extremely, unequivocally dead. I need to play an attack so that my sash whips do things. That said, we haven't damage capped you yet, have we? No, we have not. Smack. Smack. It's still 1 by 15 coming in, though, but honestly, what are you reasonably going to do to me? I should probably cut through fate to make sure that we're not getting garbage as well. Yeah, I don't want that void, for example. And I don't need vigilance. Alright, come get some. Oh yeah, I'm also out of anger, because I'm mantra'd. Isn't that nice? Right, it's all about killing you now. Anything that deals damage this turn and next. So, no third eye, no strike, no slime, no wound. Bowling bash, I guess, is okay. I mean, it's as good as a strike, isn't it? Just give me what's for. The windmill strike's going to finish you off, almost certainly. Better not tantrum, I don't want to get out of my glorious stance right now. That said, it's a good thing I've got the extra energy. You don't have Beat of Death 3 just yet. We'll get there, though. Eat a nice strike. Ugh, Flurry of Blows at insane cost. Vulnerable won't work because you've already got your artifact up, but honestly, this is Yeah, just give him the flurry blows anyway. And crush those joints while we're at it. Alright, goodbye, Heart. It was really nice seeing you. But honestly, I think the problem is I'm too good at this game. What's the point in even still playing it? I see Heart. I delete Heart. One shot, one win. Imagine if this was my only stream of A20 Hearting. How do you get block for attacks? Shouldn't it be neutral? It is for single attacks, but the tantrum hit multiple times. Just blasting a hole through the heart. Flying to the top. We could have flown to the top the whole way, but we decided to walk off. Last life, double or nothing. My point, says Brahma. You got too cocky, you thought the heart would defeat me. Just took one shot there. Early on, things looked very bad for this run. And I don't think we actually made any specific card build. We just took good cards and went forward. There was no setup that we always did for every encounter. We just worked with what we had. Although some people are going to say, you had Snecko. Yeah, could have taken another relic though. Could have just had guaranteed extra energy. Snecko certainly screwed me a lot of times over there. You just got to deal with the screwing, and in my illustrious career as a streamer, I've had plenty of that. Blackstar, I was so unconfident about Blackstar, but it really paid off. The damn Maru helped us out a fair bit, actually. We did get into Mantra in some very pivotal moments, most notably Giant Head. Yeah, just the extra relics we got from Blackstar made this run happen. The extra strength is nice because it's actually 2 extra damage for everything when you're angry. We got the Mantra, we got that turn 3 and turn 1 block. So helpful because we didn't have a good block game. Marbles for vulnerable, some fights just ended before the enemy got to do anything. Even more strength. Strike Dummy was a good pick. I was close to not taking it, but the extra damage on the strikes is twice as good for Watcher. Toy Ornithopter gave us some critical healing. It says it only healed 7, but without knowing we had that healing, I wouldn't have been able to make some plays that I did. Potion Belt, another inspired choice, because we really could have done with those potions at the end. We didn't need the extra one, but I think a skill potion got us out of a grim situation. Glorious Snecko, the mango and the pear, if only we had the strawberry as well. More energy, 1 card reward. I think it was a good one though. Didn't it get us, No, I don't think it got us anything good. What fight was that? Here it was. Did we? Where was the card reward? Skip Crescendo, Establishment, Cut Through Fate. I don't think it's showing up here. Well, God knows what it was. Bag of Prep, don't know if it helped us out or not. Only drew 12 cards total. Pen Nib, really nice for those end fights. Pantograph was useless, but my god, that mummified hand did it was only there for 1 fight, and it was still extremely handy with those powers chaining the 0 costs. And again, I wouldn't say this deck does anything specific. We're not waiting on that 1 card draw that saves everything. We were never truly just waiting on Devaform. In fact, Devaform, where are you at? Devaform got bottom decked a lot, so it didn't even see any use in fights, and we still came out on top. Watcher's just really powerful. Orichalcum really helped out with the apparitions. Okay, if there's one thing that saved the run, it's the apparitions. So much damage coming our way blocked by use of apparitions. Yeah, we had Scry, but I wouldn't say it was a Scry deck. We only picked up 1 or 2 see-through... what is it called again? We only picked up a couple of these towards the end, and I think we played 1 of them, so... But, you know, we didn't know if we'd need to. If we needed to, it was there. I wasn't pinning all my hopes on one thing. Some people say that, oh, this game's just RNG, right? You don't get the right cards, you don't win. It is possible to have an impossible run. I actually tried an impossible seed at one point. It was jaw-dropped at how unfair it was. Basically, it gives you no damage cards as silent except for Bane. Doesn't give you any poison to synergize with Bane, and then you have to fight a Lagavulin with Metallicize 4. Yeah, it's simply impossible. No exaggeration. Anyway, great run. How about we do another? I would say no, because I want to feel pretty good about having a 100% win rate today with a glorious win with the Watcher. And on top of that, I really want to suckle the teats of the lose lobby who think I couldn't make it. Do we slay the heart today? Of course we do. Let's get some points over to some people who probably badly need them after decisions made earlier on today. with the weekly one-shot. Hopefully we don't see overlaps of names of people who also voted in the lose lobby early on. Where are our predictions? There we go. Congratulations, Pandy and Pins and Modesty and Zaleb and Rainy and McDevy and Defa and Mitral and Chumro and S. Daedalus. On the other hand, have you ever seen a more pathetic bunch of useless bastards than these 10? Lertes, Darkin, Alpha Gemo, Pointless Plebe, Nagral, Ambur, and Darius. How about we have the long play vote now, eh? I feel like everyone's primed and ready for that. We got Brahma, Crew, Leaf, and Tompi, all pointless plebes. Get out of here. I also will get out of here. I wasn't sure if I'd do a second stream or not today, but the Spire called for me, and I broke it in two. Until I'm back with more streams, which between you and me is a stream of the Long Dark's new misery mode tomorrow. But shh, we don't need to know that. Some people are sick of seeing the Long Dark, so don't tell them. Until then, of course, cheers and cheerio.